What's going on, guys? Julian Espinoza from OverTime Barbering, and today we're going to be going over a short textured mohawk look. Hope you enjoy. We're going to go ahead and start with our no guard open. This is creating that gray area in our fade. We work with a light tone, a gray tone, and a dark tone. This is going to be our guide for the beginning of the gray tone. I'm going to go ahead and follow up with my no guard closed, and it's going to leave a faint line in the middle. And now we're just going to fade out that line before we create our next guideline. We did decide to end up taking off the arch, so you're going to see me remove that in a little bit using the same steps. I'm going to start with the no guard open and then slowly remove it to completely close. Make sure when you're doing this, you're continuously brushing the scalp so you can remove any of the excess hair, and it'll reveal that shade that you're doing underneath the guideline. Now you're going to take your one guard, you're going to open your lever slightly. You're going to have it at the halfway position. The reason why we do this is because this is equivalent to about a 1 1/4. And when we pop our 1 1/2 guard on there, it's going to transition well into that. We're going to go ahead and take our half guard and open it all the way, equivalent to a 1 guard. So what you're going to do is you're going to work from lever open and slowly work your way down. Each time we create a guideline, what we're looking for is a consistent shade underneath the bulky area. And that way we can go ahead and create another guideline and just go a little bit higher on the fade and follow the same steps. So now we get our whole number, our 2 guard, lever halfway open, slowly flick into that top bulk. You're doing like a candy cane motion, so you're going up and out and up and out. Now you're going to pop on your 1 1/2 guard, open your lever all the way, and then slowly close down until that dark shade around the side of the head is completely faded out. We go a whole guard, which is a 1 or a 2. Halfway open, and then we take our half guard, being the half or the 1 1/2, and we work from open all the way down to close. This is in the event that you accidentally start with your 0. You can also do that. That's not a problem at all. Open the lever all the way. You can see that nice little shade of gradients between the close and the open, and you're going to slowly fade that out until you have a consistent blend. Then you go ahead and set your next guideline. One guard, halfway open, halfway closed. You're going to go ahead and flick out, make about an inch section as well. Then you're going to pop on your half guard, work your half guard from completely open to completely closed, fading into that 1 guard halfway open. Now, as you progress through your barbering career, you're going to understand that the measurements literally connect. You're going from a 00, and you're working your way up into increments of about 1/4 until you get to the biggest number. We're going to just remove all of the bulk around the bottom, bringing this fade all the way down to a 00 and possibly touching it up with the shaver at the very end. And we're going to go ahead and line up that V in the back. Here, his hairline is very short and very close to his eyebrows, so I'm going to go ahead and pull the skin up. I'm moving the hair with my thumb, that way I don't cut any of the top of the hairline, and I'm pulling the skin up so I can stretch it a little bit extra, and we can avoid clipping his eyebrow on accident. and doing the exact same thing to the other side. If you have any questions or comments, go ahead and leave them in the comments and I'll go ahead and answer those questions to the best of my knowledge. If not, I will find the answer for those questions. And we're doing everything that we can with the trimmer while it's in our hands. This is going to reduce our time on each haircut. Same thing on this side, blending in a little bit of that bulk off the edge up and finishing it off with the shaver. That is it for the fading process. If you have any questions, like I said, ask them and I will answer them in the best of my ability. Now we're gonna move on to the shear work once we're done with this shaver here. Just gonna get the hair nice and damp, blending in any little hairs that were sticking out off the side with my shears here. Now what you're seeing me do here is, the reason why I'm coming in at kind of like an angle is because his hair naturally lays in to the left side of his head. So it kind of like lays to the side. It doesn't lay completely straight down. It doesn't lay, divided down the middle and going outwards. It lays completely to the left side. So I'm going to bring up the hair parallel to what his scalp would be at. So if you see right there at the top, I kind of pick my fingers up at an angle. And I'm going to cut the desired length of whatever the client asked me for, whether it's 1 inch or 1/2 of an inch. Now we're going to take some of the previously cut hair in the back and some of the uncut hair towards the front and just connect that same desired cut or the desired length that he wanted to remove. The reason why I'm just going parallel against the scalp is because he does have shorter hair and he did want quite a bit removed. So we want to go ahead and make sure that that's even all the way across. Plus he combs his hair straight, so there's no need to leave the front of his hairline longer than what the back would be. Now, if he had a comb over or pompadour style, or if he spiked his hair up in the front, it would be a different story. But in this case, he just wears everything straight forward. And I'm grabbing pieces of uncut hair and previously cut hair. That way I never lose my guide. And that's why you're going to see me moving in small increments, maybe about 1 inch to 1/2 an inch. Now this technique that I'm using here is called slice cutting. My shears unfortunately are not for slice cutting, so if I was to really just slide my shears across, it would pull his hair. That's why I'm kind of chopping in that way. The reason why I'm doing this is because I want to add some kind of like some deep texture in his hair. Considering the fact that he has short hair, it's a little harder to do that. This wouldn't necessarily be deep texture because, like I said, his hair is pretty short. So this is, I would say, would be more like a medium texture. And then right at the end, once I blow dry, you're going to see me use a different technique on how I can soften out the ends of his hair. So essentially make his hair look like more natural, a little bit more light, and remove those blunt edges that I just created with the shears. Right here, we're going to go ahead and comb up, tap down, and we're just going to get the ends of the hair. With those blending shears, we're not digging all the way into the bottom of the hair strand, just at the ends of the hair. So you're going to comb up, tap down, so all the hair is set in even place, and go ahead and cut. If you don't tap it down, it will pull his hair. Same thing here, comb, tap down, cut. Comb, tap down, cut. Now that his hair is all dry, cut up, texturized, faded, and all that good stuff, we're always going to add some product at the end of the hairstyle. He said that his hair was very, very straight and he wanted to have some type of volume look to it, but he also didn't want his hair long. So we're going to show him these 2 different products. One of them is a texture powder that he sees all his friends use, and 2 is a matte paste that I personally recommended him because he does have thicker hair. So I feel like the texture powder won't necessarily do him justice. We're going to want to go ahead and spread the matte paste in our hands until it's completely clear or almost completely see-through. And then you're going to go ahead and scrunch his hair to add that like textured, messy look to it. Now this is what my client asked for, and that's the technique I use to give him that desired look. And this is the final product. That's the textured burst mohawk. Guys, that's gonna be it for the video today. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed the video, go ahead and subscribe, give this video a like, and share or comment anything that you need to down below. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.